You are a pastor.
Yes, sir.
Wait. Pastor, you are hot.
When you wear clothes that reveals your breast and your laps, then you are not considerate of the other believer.
Can anybody tell me the difference between this lady who is dancing as if she's twerking in the church and this lady who is dancing in the club? What's the difference? Now, this is a pastor, but there is no difference in their dressing. The only difference is that other lady is preaching.
Hey.
I understand the prayer point. There is an absolute.
The Bible did not tell us to judge other Christians, but the Bible tells us to judge other Christians by their fruits. That was a pastor. Look at these ladies. Tell me the difference.
Olha só, gente, repara só.
What's the difference? Now, for an average man, a believer who came to church to give his life to God, and he's trying to fight lust, it will be so difficult for him to concentrate on the message that this lady, this preacher, is trying to relay to the church members. So it's almost like you trying hard to hear what she's saying in the background over the sound of my voice. My voice has overshadowed whatever message she's trying to carry out. So it's the same thing with this kind of dressing. There is no way that a man who is struggling with lust can pay attention to whatever message she's carrying. Instead, she's going to put him into more trouble because he came into the church, to the presence of God, to try to fight sin, but he came into the church and met the same temptation that he ran away from the world to come and meet right inside the church. The main aim of the gospel is to put all the attention on God. But once you draw all the attention to yourself by dressing in a sensual manner, then the gospel has been perverted. So, men out there, if you are called by God, judge these people by their fruits, so your soul will be guided by a preacher who has your best interest at heart, someone who cares about your soul, someone who was called by God to do his work, not someone who is thirsty for attention, someone who is a narcissist, who uses God's name to draw attention to themselves. Watch out for yourselves out there. There are a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing.
You have so-called Christian celebrities that look like this. You have some first lady in churches, pastor wives. You look like this. You let your children look like this. You let many of the mothers in the church look like this. You go to so-called Christian concerts and the women look like this. The Bible says,
in like manner also,
that
women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
What is so modest about this? There were some women wrote me when they heard me preach against it and said, my pastor don't say nothing. I most certainly know he don't. Your pastor wants to see this.
Yeah.
Your pastor wants to see this. Because your pastor wants to go here.
Yeah.
Give me Jeremiah.
Yes.
Chapter 4.
Chapter 4.
Now for you that says makeup is not in the Bible, give me Jeremiah.
Jeremiah chapter 4.
The 4th chapter.
And at verse 30.
Follow me in the Bible and verse 30. Oh, this is good. Come on.
Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 30.
Yes.
And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do?
You see, when you spoiled in these churches, you can look like this. Because the preacher preach against no sin. Your bishop, he ain't gonna say nothing about this.
No.
When you up on the choir like this, your bishop looking at you. Listen.
And when thou art spoiled,
when you are spoiled,
what wilt thou do?
What will you do?
Though thou closest thyself with crimson,
The Bible said you clothe yourself with crimson.
though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold,
What else?
though thou rentest thy face with painting,
Your face have what on it?
thou rentest thy face with painting.
You see it? The Bible says.
Though thou rentest thy face with painting,
How does God feel about the way this look?
in vain,
In what?
in vain.
If you come to church like this now, you are preaching. Are your members, the men, want to listen? Huh? They'll be licking lip. when you are preaching, they'll say, look me. Yes, woman of God. Yes. You are right. if you ask that one that is doing like you, what did you say? Huh? So in case you are in church and your member focus on you like, hey, they are not listening to you. It's the bomb, the shape.